Hello, my comrades. Welcome back to Tetris Thursday. Hopefully you've been having an excellent week. I know I certainly have. Today I'm going to be playing some more failure Tetris while speaking in this utterly absurd accent because I believe it is very fun. So, as you can see, I am beginning this video with a bit of failed Tetris already. However, I am trying to move a little bit faster than I did when I first played this last week. That is because I think last week was a god-awful performance. It was highly embarrassing, in fact mortifying, and so I decided to begin this video with a little bit of a better display of gameplay, and as you can see I'm doing a little bit better, I believe, right from the get-go, although I am kind of screwing myself here by getting rid of all of my line pieces, and that was a very bad sort of shift click on my part there. I should have just cleared that line. That was a very bad swap by accident. I also hated when you swap into the same piece. That is utterly infuriating. Okay, let's see. So now we are doing pretty well at the moment. We are maintaining a pretty solid block. We have two holes down below which are going to come back and kick us in the ass, but I am not particularly worried about that at the moment. Let's not do that at all. Let's do this and then set up that block there, clear another line, 4 lines I should say. Perfect, let's do that. That's a good kind of temporary clear. There we go, there's another temporary clear. Clearing like nobody's business at the moment just because my board was getting very high and now I kind of shot myself in the foot. I'm trying to recover and I believe I will be able to recover because I'm getting very good pieces and it is not very much a problem at the moment. Let's see, so if we place all of these like so, oh, this is a beautiful combination of piece. Let's see, oh, perfect. Okay, so now I've opened this back up again. That was a massive waste of a line piece. However, this game is being very kind to me at the moment with the pieces it's giving me, and I am instead spitting in its face by utterly misusing the pieces I'm being given. However, I'm doing very well, and I'm also rambling because I'm too focused on this game because I want to do very well, and I'm almost right at the end. All I need is this clear, and 206, my friends, 206. Wow, that is a high improvement. Actually, not at all. Last time I did 211, I believe. So actually, this is almost 207. So I beat my last score by 4 seconds. However, in the history of this channel so far, I have not actually decreased my performance. It has only been increasing. Anyway, let us try again. This time I will again focus and go very quickly. So we will build our block in such a way as to... Wow, that was a failure. We will build our block in such a way as to keep this left kind of piece very much open. I also just noticed that there is a checkerboard pattern in the back that is supposed to help you show where all the little squares are. I actually never knew this. That's kind of very interesting. Okay, let's see. So I completely messed that up, so I need to waste this line piece. Let's save this line piece. Perfect. Yeah, so we're building this block very quickly right now with the pieces we are given so far. None of the pieces have been very bad. In fact, all the pieces have been absolutely fantastic for my uses. And let's do this double clear before we lose our little mojo. Okay, going very well for us so far. We place this here, place that there, place the block piece in, save this for later. Let's see, place this right in here. This should probably go over here before it gets too screwed up. This goes there, this goes there. This line piece, I definitely messed that up quite a bit, but I have the recovery of the line piece held in my safety. Now we place all of these. As soon as I get this line piece, I'm going to do the double clear, and we are currently completely killing it right now, as you guys can see. This is an incredible performance. I think so far the best performance I have ever had. Not a single hole has been made. That was almost a disaster. Let's just clear this while we have the chance. Yes, perfect. Not a single hole has been made yet, as you guys can see. Wow, this is a highly impressive performance by my standards, at least on this channel. Like I said before, my record currently is 145. That was really bad. Wow, that is highly disappointing. I was doing so well too, and I accidentally placed that piece there. Wow, what a disappointment. I actually could have potentially scored very high in this playthrough, and now I have completely shot myself in the foot. This is just a disaster. I don't know if I can recover from this. I am slowly recovering, but it is a very slow and arduous process. That was another huge mistake. Everything is going to crap. This is the problem problem with Tetris. You mess up once and then it just compounds and you sometimes think you can recover. I cannot believe I was at 8 lines left. That I just noticed was a massive mistake as well. This is just turning into a huge unqualified disaster. From being the best playthrough so far, this has rapidly turned into the worst by far that I have had. Wow, I'm mortified. I'm actually not even going to complete. I have to restart. It had way too many holes and it was an unqualified disaster. Wow. You guys saw that though. I was completely killing it. I could have potentially even set a new record. But you know, one hole leads to another and then we are completely screwed and there is really not very much we can do. So let us try this again. I apologize for the utter failure that we just experienced over there. I cannot really do much here because the stupid square is very difficult to place when you have all those little tiny dots that I had scattered all over the board. That's why I had to kind of put it on save and use my lines instead, which was a mistake. Let's use this line to clear right now, and let's use another line to clear because there's nowhere to place that little green piece. There's still no place to place the green piece. I do not know why I swapped to it. That was a massive mistake. I actually should have swapped over to this orange. That is okay. So far we are doing fairly decently well. We are going quite slow. However, I believe this can be done. This can be done. Hang on. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Okay, we are doing very well. Not a single hole again. I think we are reproducing our previous performance. However, this time I am most certainly not going to mess up. I am very much focused, very much head in the game. 16 lines. Last time we failed at 8, so there is still some time to go. I do not believe that we will fail this time because I am focused on not messing up. Although it is very easy to mess up if you click very fast and are not paying attention to what you are doing. It is very easy to kind of get carried away in this game. Like right there, I do not know what the hell the point of that was, but I recovered rather quickly to my own surprise, as much as anybody else's. There is nothing to do with this piece, so I have to waste this line piece. I have not gone anywhere past that 12 that I got to quite a bit ago, so I am not performing very well. However, I am still not experiencing any holes, which is good. So let's clear this line here before we mess ourselves up. We are now at 8, which is where we messed up last time. We are now at 4. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There is not very much I have to do. I think this is it. Boom! Boom, my friends, you see that? That is a 1:57 game. That is below 2 minutes. I have not yet failed to improve on every single iteration, not counting the ones that I had to cancel on last time. 1:57. I do not know when the next time I will do this well again will be. However, thank you very much for watching today's episode of Tetris Thursday. I will see you guys next week. Peace out.